Hello everyone, sorry, Remi-Chan. Oh god, my mic is loud, hang on. And yeah, today I'm gonna be trying to draw like Yoshitaki Amano. If you don't know who that is, have you played Final Fantasy? Cool. Have you looked at literally any of the logo box art? He's basically a very, very well-known artist. He draws most of the designs that look like this. These are all the designs for Final Fantasy IX. Including this very green Iyako that ended up having blue hair and stuff. But yeah, so that's what Amano art kind of looks like. It's a very, very different style to what I'm used to making. And I want to try it for. Why am I doing that? Sorry, let me close that. So daft. I can also close this. I want to try doing it for this lovely being here, who is a ancient female Almi. Using this character as a sprite as like a reference. Reason I want to use this character as a reference over like any other Amano artist, because this character is actually very short, which suits because this is an Almi who are the shortest race I basically have. They're like 2 feet tall or something. So, I wanted to start out the day doing this because it sounded really fucking fun. I've always loved Amano's work. It's a very different style to what I'm usually doing here. As you can see, he uses very like windswept, wispy line work. And his faces are rarely, like his skin tones are rarely anything other than white with a bit of colour. Which is going to be interesting to deal with when she's got white hair and a white scarf. But as you can see, I've actually got this reference here because he deals with that by using lines to differentiate that. So this is going to be fun. You can see he's got a very like painterly style with also a huge amount of like sketching and just colouring in like sort of look. And his facial like expressions are very... everything about his style, beyond the colour, is quite muted. Like, his lines are incredibly, like, wispy and thin. And the expressions are not very expressive, for lack of a better word. Because they're just meant to be a general overview of the character. Like, in just about every... it's either resting bitch face, or resting, like... somewhat happy face. In Iko's case, because she's a pretty upbeat person, it's resting happy face. But yeah. Anyway. That's what the objective is today. How well I'm going to do it, that's a whole different matter. So, what am I going to do for the pose? I already have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for this character's pose. I've been actually wanting to do art for this character, and yes, she is actually a character in the game, but you don't know about that yet, but don't worry about it. For a while. But, and I've had this pose in my head for a long fucking time. So, it is gonna, and this is, yes, one of these few pieces where I'm actually gonna use references. Because when you're mocking another, like when you're trying to imitate someone's style, you just have to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is basically make a rough draft to get the style down, and this I'll do in bright purple to sort of get things going. I'll also use a marker again, but make it hard edge this time instead of soft edge, which is what happens if I get this. I usually do soft edge at about width 7 for drafts. You're probably very used to seeing lines like this. This time though I need something both thinner and more sharp, because his lines are wispy, but they're not very wide, so I need to have a pretty good... Anyway, I'm just gonna start, like, concepting the basic pose, like, basically just do a base, oops, and see how we go from there. I might actually make it 7, just because that's easier for me to work with, and, like, oops, and, you know, get in my head. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna just draw the scarf here. Now, the way you'd be looking at this character is, bottom up, like she'd be in the sky flying around because she's got wings, and you're just there sort of looking at her, taking her shit. So yeah, she's got this big floofy scarf, which I am going to get into more detail about, but for now I'm just Oh, this thing's doing this drag issue. I hate that so much. I just updated these drivers as well. These tablet drivers. Anyway, I'm doing a off drive, so hopefully it'll cease before too long. Now, the trick with this is to not make the neck too long, because you've only got a bit. As you can see, like, even this, you basically the chin is just touching the scarf or the coif. So yeah. So I'm going to do a basic head shape here, hope for the best. Keep in mind these people are short, so their heads are a bit more like squashed and round than most characters I draw, who have very much taller heads than this. This is very much a small head, but with a big brain. So I've got to leave a good bit of stuff. They've got to have a good bit of room there for the grey matter. Let me check my chat. Okay, cool. Nothing's happened yet. Also, that neck would have been way too freaking wide, even for Amano's characters. Cause yeah, you look at the neck on this girl, and yeah, it's reasonable. Look at this girl, also reasonable. So this was just me fucking up. The problem here is I made the head too small and the scarf too big. So let's fix the head. Let's just make it bigger. This is why we do a draft. Can you imagine if I'd started like drawing this eloquent thing to begin with, and just fucked up everything from the onset? That's why a lot of my old pieces look really fucking wonky. It's because I didn't do a proper draft, and it just fucked me up for the long haul. So yeah, I should probably introduce this character a little. I won't go through the whole story arc, because frankly it's probably best to experience that for yourself. But yeah, she's called Queen Alistara, and she's one of the characters who you meet during the Nadine optional events. She's a huge badass, and that's a sort of a statement for me, but she's actually able to stand up against Zaramitzi on her own, who is at this point basically genocided humanity. What's left of them anyway. I'm talking about Earthen humanity. I should mention that in my games there's like at least 4 different breeds of humans. One of them's extinct, which is the Sumerian humans, which are the humans that came about on Nadine's soil. And then you have the Venezuelan humans, who are the ones we play in Fantasia, who have bright hair and eye colors that occur naturally. Then you have the Earthen humans, who are now living on Nadine because their homeworld basically got attacked by more, and they were just like, fuck it, let's run. Because they couldn't beat it, because it was basically a demigod almost. So yeah, you had this huge cycle of just events with them, and then you have another ones that Ami here, so that Alistara here is trying to help, and then you have the Charlayan humans, who are basically from Shale, planet Shale. That's why they're called Charlayan. And yeah, Charlayan, and they are, well, there's a mixed bag. Most of them that are left are the Duskwoven, or just, what did I call them? Actually, yeah, that was what I called them, the Duskwoven humans, who look like Mirror. They have grey skin because they haven't had much chance to be in sunlight, and very dark features, and usually pretty unusual eyes. They have like these eyes with these umbral irises around them. They look cool, but I wouldn't exactly call them like the most, they don't really bring peace of heart. And considering one of the only ones left now is Mirror, who is a cold-blooded murderous psychopath, yeah, that species is basically not going to go anywhere. So yeah, humans don't really ever get a good ending in my games. They're usually pretty much just fought of things bigger than them. Like for the humans of Earth, it was first Moore and now Zaramitzi, because Zaramitzi decided to finish the job that Moore didn't. And, for the Sumerian, they were dead before even the events of Menagerie came into effect. Because fuck 'em. Also, it gave me a chance to expand a bit on the Baroshian lore, which is very, very... There's very little of that as it is. And yeah. And those humans, the Sumerian humans, really exploited the army. And this character here was actually the one who basically sabotaged things to get rid of them. She didn't personally intervene, but she did get them thinking about trying to conquer the Baroshians, which she knew would get rid of them, and did happen. The Baroshian, feeling guilty because they were pretty peaceful and shamanistic people, just left because they're like, yeah, I need to get my head clear of this. Because they were pretty like good with like spaceflight by that point, they just left. The army don't solely populate Nadine, but it is their capital city. It is where they're the most comfortable. So yeah, just gonna look at this. I'll get to that later. Right now, I want to redo this scarf because this didn't turn out well. It's too big. I've made a lot of errors on the scarf, so that's fine. Like, we all make mistakes, eh? Like the actual angle for it is fine. I'm also forgetting the actual point of this whole thing. I kind of need to redraw this whole head because I lost focus. Okay, well actually I don't need to draw much, I just need to redraw the neckline and how it affects things. So for instance, before I was drawing it so the thing, like, actually, like... Whereas now it's more just a thing of, oh yeah, no, it's more, yeah, you can see it's actually coming up from this angle. And now, of course, the neck's too long for the scarf that will be covering it, so I'm going to draw the scarf again. Let me just see how Demos did it. Okay, makes sense. Alright, so this is her cute little scarfy neck thing. Yet again, very, very, very simplified, just because I'm just trying to get a basic draft down here. Yep. Keep in mind, this is all just rough draft to get a basic, like, idea of the flow of the character and how she would look when, you know, push comes to shove. So yeah, why did I decide suddenly to draw like an Amano design, you might ask? All of you in chat, all 0 of you. There's a few reasons. One of them just, I've always liked Amano's art, but I've never been game to attempt it because it looked hard. Which it is going to be. But now I'm actually ballsy enough and confident enough to try and take that challenge on. Which is saying a lot compared to how I was literally just a year ago. Because I've learned a lot of the techniques I need to be able to replicate this. I can do the wispy, thin line art. I can do... The main thing is going to be just allowing myself to be messy. Because my line art is incredibly clean and incredibly... what's the word I used before when I was describing it? Fuck, man. What can I'll just check the fucking quote, honestly. Austere. Very austere. So it will be interesting for me to try and just draw in a more messy kind of like lines everywhere kind of style. Because usually I don't do much in the way of lines comparatively to something like Animo's art where they're everywhere through the design. For me, I just draw the basic body lines, kind of like what you have here, and the detailing. I don't even do as many as Demos does, because, yeah, I don't even do cloth folds that often. I'm just gonna quickly check my old drawing, which basically inspired this pose. I might actually pull it into the thing as well. So the way Amano actually draws is much more complicated than I can do. Like, he does a bunch of traditional stuff, but I hate drawing in traditional, beyond just pencil sketching. So for me, I'm just going to try to replicate this sort of look with digital art and hope for the best. Alright, where are we? Scans. Okay, here we go. I'll see if it's in Lotus Place first. Almy. No, okay, definitely not. Okay, it was here. That's none of it. Hang on, I'm trying to find this thing. Maybe it's under the army? Nope. What about just one of these random images I didn't save under a particular name? Let's have a look through these real quick. You guys won't be able to see any of this, so just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna scroll through until I see something that looks right. That's Madeline. Very easy to get confused with that one. Because Madeline is also very, very short, but that's because she's a kid. No, okay, she's definitely not in this folder. Okay, it's probably in just regular scans then. Oh, that's probably just as well. I haven't, like... I'm pretty sure I have it saved under Amulet. Hang on, let me check again. Okay, maybe it's under the army like I thought before. I'm trying to fast track this because there is nothing you guys getting out of this while I'm trying to fucking dick around and find out where the hell I put these clowns. But alas, they're being... Oh, hang on, I'm trying to search army. Sick of this. Nothing came up, lovely. Ah, wait, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the reason I can't find this is because it was one of the things I lost when my PC got bricked. Not permanently at all, of course. I have plenty, and I mean plenty of places where this has been posted up online. So I'll just find it on an online source, probably my Discord, because... here they are. Alright, let me open original. Copy image. So you're about to see my version of Amano, because Amano is the concept artist for Final Fantasy in a lot of ways. This is basically my concept of the army. The males turned out to be very different. Actually, no, the males were just this, and the ancient army males were a bit like this, but also not really at all. This is the ancient female army, so you can see the design hasn't actually changed all that much. It's just gotten a bit more like detailed as time's gone on. So I'm just gonna cut that out. Delete the rest. There we go. Right. That is the pose I'm going for. So yeah, both hands are down. Alright, I just want to make sure where the... I just wanted to make sure I was doing stuff in like the right kind of fashion. Thankfully I was, but I just want to make sure, because, yeah, nothing's worse than getting halfway done with the thing only to realize that, I did this wrong, shit. Now, she has very oversized sleeves, as you can probably tell. In fact, they're so long, I'm just going to have the tips of her fingers showing through. These are very rough fingers, so please don't take these too seriously. They're not meant to be good. They're just... This is just a draft. And... yeah. You can probably tell I figured out the rules of fingers by now. I've got... These two are basically the same length. The middle one is much longer. The pinky is the pinky. I can have a bit of a hint of a thumb over here. Alright, cool. That's basically the hand. Shoop, 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 shoop. Again, it's just a very rough draft, so don't take it too personally. Okay. So they do have a bit of a figure. Like, they do have boobie, because they're not kids. They're biological adults. I mean, these bitches are like, what, 1,000 years old? And the queen is probably even older than that. They don't really age, because... they're pretty fucking, what's the word, juiced? They're pretty juiced. I don't know how or why. I haven't explored the army lore much, despite how much I like their design. Oh, hang on. I've got the trims. That's okay, I can just do that in the After Effects. Again, I'm being very rough. Making these fingers way too fucking wide as well, but look, so silly. Let's see if the hand would be, the thumb would be on the outside, so that could be the thumb, fuck it. And that thing, yeah. There we go. That's gonna be redone in the future. I'm just doing a rough thing now. Right, then we have the... I do love how the shape came out. This shape turned out really fucking well. Like, look at this. Like, Steady Wonder, this bitch is queen. Like, she dresses like one. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. What am I trying to talk? Oh, yeah, right. So Amano has been kind of one of my inspirations for a while. I just never really felt confident in my ability to, like, even try to mimic his style. Like, I was always scared that, oh no, it looks stupid, it looks dumb, it looks bad, because, you know, inner critic's a bitch. But now that I've actually gotten, like, pretty far with my art, and I've had a lot of practice, I'm like, you know, fuck it, I'm ballsy enough. I'm ballsy enough to try this out now. Hang on, I think I fucked up. I super fucked up, I don't need that. Alright, so I just need to add a centrifold here, because, yeah, the neck would be about this. This would make complete sense. Okay, so I'm drawing this a lot smaller. The reason I made this canvas is 3000 by 3000, by the way. The reason I decided to make it so big is because I want this art to be at full size. I grabbed from that website, and so I could actually, like, see it at high def, so I could actually see what he did. And to be fair, I don't want to bother because I still can't really tell what he did. One thing I fucked up on already, though, is the nature of her skirt. Or, like, her coat. Because, yeah, at this end, it should be, like, going upwards. Like, as if you're looking from below, not the opposite I've done here. But that's easy to fix. I won't lose any of this nice fucking body shape I've made. I just have to work on things a bit more. So I can just do this. Pew! Again, this is just a draft, so don't take this as too worrying a sign. This is nothing close to the final product. Alright, then we just have the two legs. And, alright, yeah, she's got this cool gi as well. This cool, like... I'm always a big fan of bows, so... Yeah, I'm glad Rose Demo's added that, because it's great. Oh yeah, she's also got an obi. Oh shit, it is actually all just an obi. That makes complete sense, I just missed it completely. Also, she's got a bit of a weird looking growth there, so I might see if I can fix it up. An artifact of her old capacity as the dress down, but I'm going to fix that now. Oh, that's really wrong too. Right, I should probably go from this line. Not quite that, you know, this whole line here is just bungled. Honestly, this whole area is just a bit weird, because I did that thing where the tit, like, concaves, which never should happen, especially not in an obi like this, sorry, a gi like this. It doesn't make any sense. So the one thing I did learn a few things about the army when we were contacting them. One, they really like martial arts, and oversized sleeves apparently, and they're all pretty eccentric, especially the younger ones. Anyway, I don't like doing that. It doesn't really do much. Okay. Yeah, I fucked up. I drew this all very silly. I can fix it, but I just need to know what I did wrong, and I know what I did wrong. I didn't give a curve to a stomach line. So I've got this huge, like, botched ass mistake, but with no real way of looking like I'm trying to remedy it. I know how to fix it, because I've looked at enough female figures and drawn enough fucking female figures to know how. That's wrong. Very bad, but I was closer than I was before. The problem is, like, females have... I say this all like I'm not one. I'm not yet, properly. Because I am undergoing HRT, so don't mind if I sound like I'm not quite a girl yet, because I'm not. I'm still undergoing HRT. But I am in the process, but I still have no idea how some things in the female form work. For instance, boobs, I can sometimes do them really well. Sometimes I'll just mangle them horribly, like I'm doing now. And all this is just to do with how I originally perceived this character's angles, then fuck that up again. That was kind of dumb. Might be better to do a few creases to... No, that's stupid. See, it should have been more modest like that. There we go. Because, yeah, this character has boob here, but they're not very big. In both renditions, they're, like, B cup at best. So, you don't want to overdo, like... So what you can do is just have this little crease here. To give the idea that, oh yeah, no, okay, I see. That's where her, like, pelvic line is. Then you can... Once you have a nice line to go off of, you can do the rest with relative ease. With this nice little curve that most women have, that give them that nice belly shape. Her real problem is she's lacking a bit of an ass, so that's mostly just down to me cutting that line up, like me just doing this a bit weird. This is good because you can see it actually follows the way the back rolls. Not quite, but it's close enough. That said, I will try to make it a bit better because I'm a perfectionist even when it comes to drafts. Because keep in mind, this is the only reference I'm going to have once I start actually drawing them out. So, shoop. So yeah, you want to start drawing, well, not like that obviously. Now it was a male posterior, but you get the idea. So that's the shoulder there, that's where the arm comes out, see? So, yeah. Again, that does not quite right, but we're getting closer. Just see, that's much more forgivable. Looks much smoother. Okay, I'm finally happy with my I really am hating this thing that my foot, but it just does it sometimes. Fuck. I'm trying to erase it. Where my, my paint tool side, or my tablet, one or the other, decides, hey, you know, it'd be fun if I just started stopping short. Or starting again when you close me off, because I'm a bastard. I have no idea why it happens, but it happens apparently to every artist I've talked to about it, so don't take pity on me, just be angry at my tablet for dicking the drawing like this. I'm too deep in now to stop, beyond just to check my YouTube chat, which... Oh, hey, Spicy Puddin'! Hey, welcome. Glad to have you along. Yeah, as I've already gone into, but I'll say it again because I'm cool. I remember you. You're from the cool ass Twitter conversation I'm in with Seth and stuff. Yeah, I'm currently trying to basically do an Amano style drawing, which is, if you don't know who Yoshitaka Amano is, he's one of the lead concept artists for Final Fantasy. This is actually Eiko from Final Fantasy 9, which is why I'm using as a base because this character's short. So yeah, I'm just trying to get a draft together currently. And fucking up because the design has changed a lot, because my concept artist, Rose Demos, added a lot of features that I absolutely adore, but I wasn't expecting, so I'm kind of trying to work around that. I'll do it because I absolutely love the details he adored. So I actually absolutely adore the details he added. An Obi is a quick pass into my heart. I really like Obis, and he's added one of those. You can actually see you've got the bow, but you've even got the bow behind it, which is mwah. I love bows. Oops. I see how he's done it. Okay. So yeah, I'm showing a rough draft now. So I have a basis of which to follow, and then later, once I get this done, I will start on the art proper. you won't see anything on that side, so there's no point in worrying about it. Okay, then he's got this, it's a split seam dress. Actually might have it, like, curl up a bit here, so I can see a bit more. Oops. I think I did that wrong. Okay. So yeah, I'll have this like leg come in a bit here. So I just gotta work out the topology of her legs a bit. So this one I want to just have going straight down. This one I want to have bent. I'm making these too small. Or just too thin, rather. Alright. Let's do some topology training here. So this is where the waist comes in. So you have, like, yeah. Basically crotch here, legs go out like this. Or, in this case, like this. Ass goes out, boop, boop. Just being very rough to get a basic idea of how this would work. Okay, yeah, I got it now. So the knee would not bypass that, but it would come out about here. Lead down to a nice little footy. Now, she's not going to be barefoot, as you can see. She's wearing sandals over socks. I'm just doing a rough draft to try and, like, cement the basis of her, like, look. And also, yeah, she's got the like the toe socks with just the one clump. Oh shit! I wish I could draw these correctly. Keep in mind, it's hard to draw smaller details like this when you're drawing with this marker, because it's not built for it at all. It's more just for big sloshy things. I could make it smaller, but I don't want to right now because I'm still drawing basic stuff. As you can see, she's got some loafers. I'll try to use music too. I should put on some Final Fantasy music, actually. That would make a lot more sense. Where's okay. Let me put in some Final Fantasy music. Some of the stuff I won't get copyright striked for. There's plenty of it, thankfully, because Final Fantasy doesn't have a huge stick up its arse. Final Fantasy. Alright, let's go for 9. That makes the most sense, since I'm basing this off a 9 character. Alright, I really like the world map theme. Something of those hills. Crossing those hills, there it is. Alright. That's good, that's good. Alrighty, yeah. Alright. Back to work. Alright, so then this leg would be like... Oh, also, that shouldn't be there. That should actually be on the other side, shouldn't it? Oh, 100% should. God damn it. Because, yeah, the big toe would be here, and the little toes would be here. Okay, well, work that one out. It's bad, but look. I'm just trying to get a basic rough draft down. I'll work out the actual logistics of things later. Oh, wow, I messed that up. Became a salad foot. Melty foot. Okay. Oh god. Alright. No. Okay, it would be a bit bent, but not nearly so much as this one, so... Not that bent, just... Fuck. Legs continue to be the bane of my existence. Ugh. And just... yeah, a lot of things. Yeah, for one... is to go into a much rounder shape, if it's the... Not that round, fuck me! That round like that. Nailed it fine with this one, but yeah, this one's just messing up. I'm just gonna restart. Nope. Oh, my fucking word. Okay. Should just do a bit at a time like I used to. This doesn't look right either because it's not. It's too bent or not bent enough, one or the other. And that is weird. Fuck! You dick. Ugh! Fucking legs, am I right, frienders? I usually don't struggle nearly this much, but I think it's because I'm drawing a person with atypical with atypical body, can't even words now, with atypical, body, I've completely forgotten the word, topology, with completely atypical body topology, because yeah, usually I draw, like, tall, or like at least like average height female characters with pretty typical frames, very stereotypical kind of like builds. It's not like I can't draw short people. I've done incredibly looking short people in the past, but I always just seem to fuck it up when I want to get it right. And it's just for a draft, but I have to get it right in the draft because if I don't, I won't get it right at all in the finished thing. Ugh, this is annoying me so much. This honestly look better, I just need to work on it. There, I'm finally happy with that. Ah, good grief. Draw this stupid, loafer base. There are some adjustments that need to be made, but those can wait. Actually, no, they won't. I'll fix them up right now. Also, I think I might just forget this whole thing of like leaving a flap open. That seemed like it would be a lot cooler in my head than in reality. My expectations did not meet up, so I'll just do what my artist said I should go with. Oops, not like that though. Remember, we're looking up at her from down below, so she has. My fucking word, can I get one thing right today? There we go. Bitch, please. Also. I feel like I've done something wrong here. I'll let you guys decide. I think it looks alrightish. It's probably just my inner critic speaking against things that are actually completely fine. There is... Oh no, I know what it is. This looks way too fucking straight. What the fuck? Man, I cannot legs today. I should probably... Bitch, please. I'm just trying to fix up a hem. Right. Should probably stick to streaming in like prime time for Americans, but I just had an urge and needed to feel it. Like I needed to look into doing it. I had an itch of a bitch on my left ass cheek, and it needed to be quelled. Okay. Clearly, I've done just about everything wrong I could have here. You know, man, I'll fix it, because I do that. I'm not even sure if that looks better or worse. Fuck me. No, it definitely looked better. No, the problem is this heel digs in too far, too deep. So let's fix that. I'm trying to fix a problem, which is a problem that I'm not addressing in the correct way. Too wide. Actually, that's more a problem of just how... Oh my god, all this topology is just screwy as fuck. I wish I could get a single thing right this drawing. Well, actually, I did some things right. The head was pretty much GG no re. Same with the arms and hands, which is rare, but that's mostly because the hands are just all fingers. But you know, yeah, see, I'm an artist and I struggle constantly too. Don't worry, it's not unique to you, Spicy. What do you mean the British have me covered? I don't understand. I probably said something which made that joke funny, but I should warn you, I don't have like access to a second monitor, so I have to literally alt-tab from the program I'm using to check stream chat. So, god damn it, that looks like a hoof or something. A bit thin, but that's a better bloody direction. Good grief. Yay, finally, I'm happy with it. And I'm trying to be really particular in a fucking draft, which is a bit sad. Like just about small shit that I could honestly fix in the line work. Without even batting an eye, but I just like to get things right when I'm in draft so that systemic rot doesn't carry up the chain. Because, yeah. Alrighty, let me see. Did I miss anything? I mean, there's a second scarf, but I already knew about that. I was leaving that until later. As in, like, right fucking now. Oh, in the design, it actually... Okay, that's actually a cooler way. I'll do that. Oh, of course my lines could just decide to suddenly go jaggy. Oh no, that's not good. It needs to have some curls in it, you. So yeah, there'll be curls. That's not quite how the picture orchestrated, but that's easy enough to fix. Okay. Now I just gotta draw the hair over the top. Oh, and do those anime style, Amano style, I was gonna say anime. No, I want them proceeding further into the head than that. Actually, I've done the eye style wrong because I just went back to my own default, which is not correct. It's not the way you do things in Amano art. Very silly. Speaking of, that's the picture I have for, yeah, it's her face. Should probably put that down in refs so it doesn't keep confusing me. Can I please have my actual brush back? Thank you. I'll do these into the lines. So for this, I actually want to follow the style of Amano a bit more. No, that's too close. That should be this one that's getting that treatment. I wish that would stop happening! If I could just updated this thing and it's doing this shit where it just like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna make your pen do erratic, dumb shit. Constantly, because no other reason than, fuck you. It's really annoying when it happens. Clearly it doesn't happen all that much, but it is really annoying when it does. I'm doing very Amano ass eyes right now. Down to the Koeniken lashes. But I might change that later, just what I'm doing right now to see how it goes. I should also make these lashes a bit thicker than the bottom ones. Just to give him that sense of, like, oh yeah, I'm the upper eyelid. Like he does, yeah, he's pretty minimalistic. Oh, nose is different too. Always different, so. Since I'm doing it from this angle, I'll do that one. Not my usual, like, anime ass nose, which is so simple, it's honestly insulting. If I could get it to look right. And not huge. No, it's better. Fuck! This bloody tablet! There we go. Alright, now just the expression. Yeah. Nope. Can you fucking stop it? That shit's so annoying. Yeah, I hate that nose look so much. Go for the other style, which is just 2 nostrils, which makes more sense since we're looking up at her. They also should not be that large. Let me see how this one does it. Okay. Needs to be very minimal, not huge like I just did. Would really help if this tablet also just stopped malfunctioning. There we go, that just needs to be moved. That should do. There's also another problem I'm seeing, which is me having one eye too low down. Or actually, rather, both eyes way too low down, and one eye too further low down, so it gets this asymmetry, which looks really bad. And then to fix it, you also need to do a rotate. I'll change this music too, because it's probably not the best ambience when I'm yelling at the tablet to do things correctly. Let me get rid of that, sorry. Remove. And hide user on this channel. Yeah, it does. I'm actually the reason it has so much delay is because I'm streaming from Australia. Yeah, I actually stream from Australia, so forgive me if my internet connection is a bit shit. That's just how Australia be. Alrighty, now we'll draw the hair. Which, yeah, I'm really tempted to just restart my PC to fix this tablet issue. Which is the most annoying fucking garbage, because I'm trying to do, like, this really, really defined style, and it's just dicking me every step of the way. But it means I have to close down the entire stream, which wouldn't be great, so I'll stick with it as long as I can. It is pretty based. Australia is pretty based. There's no other way I can really respond to that. I'll just take the W and say, yeah, we based. Oh, that's the eyes. Yeah, it's basically not too different from what he has. I love the character looking down at you. Alright, change music. Sorry, I forgot. Good old battle theme. Can I just get my thing back? Thanks. Alright. No. Oh, good grief. I meant to do Control Z. I don't like that eye position. Ugh! I hate this, alright. I hate these eyes, honestly. No stirrups on the lashes are not helping. Alright. Nope. I mean, hell, this goes more with the original characters I designed anyway. You know, these harsher frames. Yeah, he does that actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm already liking this a lot more. Holy crap. This eye looks really weird. That can easily be fixed though, with some good old friend help from our friend. Distort and move and just shit like that. Okay, that already looks a lot better. See, no, that's intentional. Okay, now I can start drawing the hair on. Thank fuck. Don't know why I went to so much trouble with this eye. Considering I'm just gonna be fucking drawing over the top of it anyway. Actually, I might draw in the eye brushes as well. Eyebrow, sorry. Eye brushes? The fuck's an eye brush? I only bother doing a bit of this one because I already know what's gonna happen to it. It's gonna get covered by hair. Alright, now this is where I have to kind of start really looking at my character reference. Hey, you bitch. That's really poorly drawn, actually. I just did that from the start. Oh. Oh, I see. Thankfully, the reason I did the hair on two layers is so I can draw it over the head and not have any worry of collision. So I can just erase it on its own layer. Ew. Piss off. There we go, that'll be better for the ear. Actually, I really did a bad job on those ears. No, I'll fix it. No, I'll fix it now, because I know it's going to affect all development going forward. That's right. Hang on. Keep in mind, he is doing those from a front angle, which is why they look a bit weird. They're actually more like this. Oops, wrong. Is that wrong? That's very wrong. Okay. So the back hair is where this gets really interesting. So you can see her hair goes down below her freaking, yeah, about down to the midway down her bow. But that's not the way to go about it. That looks really bad. That's a bit better. I then just got this little cowlick thing here. Come on! Trying to do a simple line turns it into a fucking molehill of problems. Good grief. Oopsie, I did that wrong. Yeah, I did. Ugh, sucks bad. Honestly, so does that. I think I did that at the wrong angle for this. Should be more like... Nope. You know, I think the main problem here is that that design is really bad. There we go, now actually has this idea actually has time to breathe. Oh, hang on, someone's bugging me on Discord, I'll be a sec. Please. Oh, whatever, that'll do. Oh, it's my mum. What the fuck is she on about? Oh, sorry, this chat. Yeah, it's drawn by me, so it's a bit amateur, the VTuber. Sorry about that. Still good. Have fun, man. Yeah, for me it's like 9:32 p.m, so I'm good. I might actually just turn the stream off and just use the just record.